Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Pisces for November of 2011. This also applies if you have a Pisces ascendant. So my Pisceans, this is going to be intense this month because we have an eclipse in a mutable sign of Sagittarius, and you are a mutable sign. All the mutable signs, that's Gemini, Sag, Pisces and Virgo, are all going to be extra affected by this eclipse, which happens on the 24th of the month in your 10th house. But not only that, we have a Mercury retrograde as well in your 10th house from the 24th of the month until the 14th of December. So there's going to be a great deal happening for you this month and beyond, because remember, the eclipse has its effects for at least 6 months afterwards. And for you, it's happening in your 10th house of career, of work, of life direction. And my guess would be that many of you will change your career and your life direction during this eclipse. There will be some changes that have to happen. You might find yourself redundant. You might find yourself out of work and needing to take a different direction. You might already not have work and need to look in different ways. Because an eclipse, very often it shadows. It has, remember, it's shadowing the sun or the moon during that time, and there may be a shadow in that area that you need to penetrate to see more clearly. And it's going to be affecting your home area as well. There could well be a move of home or a change of home or a change of family circumstances as well during this eclipse. I would expect it all to have a lot of changes for you. Now take advantage of having Mercury retrograde in that 10th house as well, from the 24th until the 13th of December, because it's a wonderful time for reassessing and reflecting on your career, on your life direction, on what it is you want to do and achieve. So make use of that. And you've got Venus in that house for much of the month as well. So Venus really should help it along a little, because it is going to be intense. There's no way of lessening the intensity. And luckily you're a mutable sign, so you are able to go with the flow. If the plans change or the direction changes, you are for the most part able to go with that. And with Venus in that 10th house, this could be a very good time for somebody who encourages you in the workplace, for meeting somebody in the workplace, for getting a bonus at work, or for just something nice happening in the workplace and somebody encouraging you and wanting to help you in that area, and you also coming over more charming than you normally do. So that should be quite helpful for you. All month we've got Mars in your 7th house. So it's going to be a month of putting a lot of energy, Pisces, into your relationships. Now, you also have to be careful about this, because you have a tendency to give in relationships and not take enough for yourself. Now, with Mars in that 7th house, you're going to feel a little more assertive this month. Take advantage of it. It's also going to be a good month for pushing forward with any kind of joint agreements, joint partnerships. Could be for business, could also be personal, but certainly a good time for pushing forward and making progress in any of your relationships. And also, if you're looking to meet somebody, really go after it. Don't be sitting back. Tendency with Pisces to just visualize it and hope that it just comes, which often it does. But with Mars in that 7th, go for it. Push forward. First week of the month, we've got a trine from Mercury in your 10th to Uranus in your 2nd house. So you might have some very creative ideas concerning finance and money. New ways of making money and having it come in, because your mind and ideas are going to be coming in more quickly than usual. So take advantage of that. Middle of the month, we've got a trine from Mars in your 7th to Jupiter in your 3rd. So it could be a great time to meet somebody in a networking event or just socially. You're going to get, it's a very good time for any kind of physical activity, very good time for business involving a partnership of some sort, or some kind of a collaborative venture is very well aspected in the middle of this month for you. The last week of the month, we've got a square from the Sun in your 10th to Mars in the 7th. So possibility of a little irritation with somebody who's maybe not moving as fast as you'd like them to. Of course, Mercury retrograde will as well slow down people's mind and thinking processes. So I would suggest that you just maybe back off a little bit if a situation is getting a little bit hairy, just back off a little, do your normal thing, chill out for a little bit, go for a walk in nature, do something relaxing. And especially with the Mercury retrograde, it really is, the last week of the month is a good time to take naps and relax a bit more and not be working so much nervous energy up. It's going to be an intense month, Pisceans, but it will certainly be varied and interesting. Holiday season is coming up. You might want to know what's coming up for you in 2012. Maybe ask a question for $25 or have a full reading or treat somebody else to a reading about what's coming up for them this year. Or maybe have a book, get a book or an audio or whatever it is. If you'd like to look at my website, and I'd be delighted to hear from you. Thank you very much for listening. Bye for now.